Hey everyone, I'm Benjamin.
And I'm Leonor.
And welcome to B-Roll.
That was really corny.
That was really corny.
Let's keep going anyway.
Whatever. So today we're watching the Attack of the Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
No, I have not. I've seen a little bit of it when I was pretty young. Something about popcorn and demons coming out of the popcorn.
Yeah. Demon Seed.
Demon. Oh boy, Demon Seed.
No, I picked this movie for us because, for one thing, it's a cult classic. It's made in 1998. Right. I actually saw it as a kid, kind of accidentally. My mom and dad had borrowed the VHS from Blockbuster, and I didn't know it was a horror movie.
Okay, so they didn't take you to the movie theater to see this.
No. Oh, thank God. No. I thought this was a kids movie because it had the word clowns in it, and I was I must have been 4 or 5. I still remember it though.
Oh no, that actually happened to me as well. With I was a big fan of Gremlins, and I seen Ghoulies, which I thought was just like Gremlins. No, it's not. It is not like Gremlins at all. I feel your pain.
The Gremlins and I actually got along pretty well. I liked the Gremlins. It didn't scare me at all.
No, me neither.
Yeah. But Killer Klowns, Attack of the Killer Klowns from Outer Space, actually scared the bejesus out of me. And after that, I did not like clowns. I became so afraid of them that my mom would take me to see the circus, and I would just start crying.
Really?
And the only clown I actually liked, I don't remember. Have you seen the Ringling Brothers Circus?
Yes.
David the Clown.
David the Clown.
David the Clown. He's the one clown that didn't wear a whole lot of makeup. He had the red nose and some light, darkness around his eyes and everything, and he looked like Charlie Chaplin. A little bit.
What about Bozo?
I think
did you watch Bozo at all?
Bozo, I did like Bozo. That's so weird. Yeah,
Cookie.
It's so weird that I liked that, but I didn't.
You like some clowns then?
Yeah, there were some clowns that I had no problem with.
There was a lot of people that say that the show It scared a lot of people and made it so that people were scared of clowns and poltergeists because there was a clown puppet that scares the girl in her bedroom. Yeah. And I totally forgot about Killer Klowns from Outer Space because that would make people scared of clowns as well. Yeah, coulrophobia is a big deal for a lot of kids. And so this movie actually is not for kids, but it's a comedy horror. It's not actually like a B horror movie. It's a B comedy horror movie. Okay. So it's intended to be funny bad. Okay, good. A little bit of background. It was directed by Steven Cheeto. I don't know if you know who he is. I don't think he's known for anything other than Attack of the Killer Klowns. Attack of the Killer Klowns. Yeah. So I think with that being said, we should probably go ahead and get into it. Okay.
Did you see that little old sky jockey zip down in there?
Oh my God.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Oh no.
They got him. He's dead.
It's just a fact. He just says all these things like absolute fact. I know exactly what happened to him. Okay. The shadow just ate the people. The explosion was fantastic.
Christ, that's like the original Death Star.
It looks like
she's at least upside down and stuff.
You're kidding me. Alright, Leonor. Moment of truth. Would you recommend this movie?
No.
Did you at least appreciate it at all?
I appreciated it for being an old, bad movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty obvious that was their goal.
Yeah, it was their goal to be really bad.
So it was very, tongue-in-cheek, very... They realized what it was. Whoever wrote it knew. Like, it's going to be creepy and it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick in as many clown jokes I can and try and twist them as best as possible. I got a $2 million budget, right?
Yep.
You said $2 million?
That's $2 million.
And I did point out in the middle of the movie that it did look like there was research done.
Yeah, there was research done on like clowns and
how you
specific
turn that
things about
into creepy things and like all of the clown masks and all that were all creepy. Like there was no
good masks.
Middle one. You know what I mean?
It didn't look like people in suits. It looked like actual alien clowns.
Yeah.
So there was at least that.
Yep.
Well done aspect of it.
The faces and everything all moved.
Yeah.
There was lots of moving in the faces. When there was a weird sound that they were all worried about. Seeing their ears and all that stuff move too. I was like, geez. That's a lot of detail in this thing.
There's a lot of detail. and there's probably little subtleties we actually might have missed. We have to watch it again someday. Not anytime soon.
Someday. This is one of those movies where you just like watch one time and it sticks in your head a long, long time.
You don't want to watch it too often because it's not that good from a cinematic point of view.
It's all right.
It's all right. It's good if you're high or drunk. Not that I am recommending anyone try that. But... This is the kind of movie that, like, it's a Friday night, you're stoned, and it's the only thing left at Blockbuster.
Yep.
You know? Which is probably how I ended up at my house when I was a kid anyway, so...
Wow.
Yeah, my general opinion is it was a funny movie. I see why it's a cult classic. I get it now.
Yeah.
Because there are these little scenes where it's just like...
There's moments.
Wow. You know,
there are moments.
What's the guy's name? John Vernon?
Mm-hmm.
He just really executes those lines with the clown and the moment with him and the clown coming into the room.
Oh, yeah.
It was really well done.
That was one of the main things of, like, in the center of this movie was, well, first of all, he was just being a jerk in the first place, and then he thought everything was a prank, and then you get this huge payoff.
Yeah.
With that.
With the doll. Yeah.
And, oh, man.
That was a very good payoff.
That was a payoff. I honestly think that the writer or the director or somebody, whoever wanted to go forward with this project, had that as a core idea.
It had to be.
In their head.
Yeah.
And then wrote more around it until they had a movie.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't recommend it as a movie if you're actually looking to have a serious movie night, though. Mm-hmm. This is more of a if you're into bad movies kind of thing.
I think I would recommend other bad movies way before this one.
Yeah. Wow.
Like this one would be on, well,
so
I showed you all my favorite ones. Let's go down, some of the other ones that you haven't seen.
I mean,
yet.
the only reason I brought this one in for us to watch today was because it was something that I remembered from being a kid.
Right, and you were familiar with it.
And I was familiar with it. So I really felt like I had a personal connection with it.
Right. Well, that's what a lot of these B movies are in the first place. You've seen it, and you want to share it.
Exactly. It was really bizarre watching it again and not having seen it since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Mm-hmm. It was very strange reliving all of that because I do remember some of those scenes from that age. Mm-hmm. And they were in my memory. They were so different than I just saw them. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how your mind can kind of make it more than it is, especially when you're so young.
Well, on that topic, there were all these different VHS tapes at Blockbuster.
Yeah. In
the horror section. The Stuff. We'll watch that at some point. Maybe that will be the next one. But The Stuff, and there were other video cases that when I was real small, I would go through those cases and be like, I don't want to see those movies. I don't want to see those movies. I was legitimately scared. I mean, like Chud. If you look at the case of Chud looks pretty damn scary too. And that was underneath horror. And it was just like, I don't want to see these. I don't want to see these. And it wasn't until about like a few years ago where I finally jumped onto watching B movies, so I could see some of these movies that scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's something that I started doing recently too. It's a pretty recent phenomenon for me as well.
Yeah. So it's a good thing we're making a series of it.
It's gonna be fun. Well, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. This has been B-Roll. I'm Ben and
Leonor.
See you next time. Don't forget to.
This has been.
This has been. I already said that part.
You know what? We can't say this has been.
I already said that part
because it's his name.
How you been, Ben? Yeah. No, we already did this part. I already did this part.
Yeah.
I said this is B-Roll. This has been B-Roll.
End the show, Ben.
Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
And click that eye if you'd like to. Never mind. Oh. Nope, we're not going there.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it sounded so good. There's no echo in there.
Wow.
That's why I built it.
It's like a dick in a box.
It does look like a dick in a box.
Yeah.
Stop touching the dick in a box. I mean the microphone.